Time is all around you, yet it flows invisibly, like a soft current brushing your skin, brushing your mind. Close your eyes and feel it in your heartbeat. One beat follows another, yet it is never truly the same. Each moment is a droplet in the river of time, glinting as it passes, slipping gently into the next. You are both within the current and observing it from the bank, aware that the river carries everything, your thoughts, your breath, the distant shimmer of starlight. The river of time moves at different speeds depending on where you are, how you move, and what surrounds you. Sometimes it feels quick, rushing past like a stream after a summer rain. Other times it flows languidly, almost imperceptibly, as in the quiet hours of night when the world is hushed and your mind floats softly along its gentle bends. Tonight, let yourself notice the rhythm of the river, letting it cradle you as you drift. In physics, scientists call this flow relative. It means that time is not fixed. It bends and stretches depending on motion and gravity. You might feel surprised that the very seconds you count, the clock you glance at, are only part of the story. Time is elastic, subtle, intimate, and profoundly alive. You are embedded within this river, and the river moves differently depending on where you are and how you travel. Imagine yourself lying on soft grass beneath a sky scattered with stars. Each star has its own heartbeat, its own rhythm. Their light has traveled for years, centuries, sometimes millennia, before reaching your eyes. You are witnessing moments that began long before you existed. Their light is a gentle whisper from the past, carried along the current of cosmic time, reminding you that time is vast and layered, carrying stories within stories. Your body itself is a measure of time. Every breath you take is a microcosm of the universe's flow. Air enters your lungs, oxygen travels through your bloodstream, cells absorb and transform energy, and eventually you exhale, releasing what is no longer needed. Within you, time flows differently in each cell, each organ, each thought. Your perception of a single second is shaped by these internal rhythms, just as rivers shape the land they touch. Time is also measured by movement. Imagine a leaf drifting in a stream. Its journey seems simple, effortless, yet the current around it twists and curves, flows faster over smooth rocks, and slows behind fallen branches. The leaf experiences the river's variability without complaint, moving with the gentle currents. You, too, move through life's river in similar ways, sometimes pushed, sometimes carried, sometimes pausing in quiet pools to reflect, to breathe, to simply exist. There is a quiet paradox here. Time feels continuous and unbroken, yet it is composed of countless small, fleeting moments. Each tick of a clock is an attempt to capture the ungraspable, a soft gesture toward something that slips away even as you notice it. Consider this: a single second is not merely a second. It contains within it the pulse of your heartbeat, the flicker of a neuron, the movement of light across distant spaces. Each second folds multiple layers of experience into a seamless, flowing whole. You can also imagine stepping beyond your usual perception, shrinking down to the scale of an atom. Here, time seems to move differently again. Electrons orbit nuclei, quarks dance inside protons, and yet the same gentle, unceasing current of time persists. Moments are layered upon moments, a delicate cascade of vibrations and energy that supports everything larger and slower that you perceive. The universe is alive in this flow, and you are both observer and participant, carried along by its soft insistence. At night, the rhythm of time often feels slower. Darkness encourages reflection. You may notice your mind wandering through memories, dreams, or quiet thoughts, each unfolding in its own pace. The river of time bends inwards, slowing enough for you to explore its gentle eddies and curves. It is a river that invites patience, that encourages stillness, and yet never truly stops. Gravity, too, whispers into the flow of time. On Earth, you feel its pull lightly, grounding you. But imagine standing near a massive object, a star, a planet far larger than Earth, or even a black hole. Time stretches and slows under such immense gravity. Seconds, for you, might pass differently than for someone further away. The universe teaches that time is personal, pliable, and quietly responsive to the landscape it moves through. Your perception is part of this intricate dance, and yet time also flows outward. Your actions ripple into the future. Every thought, every choice, every breath influences the next moment. You are not merely carried along by the river. You are a part of its shaping. The way water bends around a stone, the way a leaf floats downstream in these small movements. The river and the traveler are inseparable. Time is shared, intimate, and profoundly connective. Imagine now the gentle motion of clouds across the evening sky. Each cloud drifts at its own pace, some stretching slowly, others moving briskly. The sun's fading light catches their edges, painting them with soft gold and violet hues. You notice how time feels different depending on how you watch it. You may watch clouds for minutes and feel hours pass, or glance briefly and feel a long stretch of moments condensed. Time is both universal and deeply personal, like a river experienced differently by each observer along its banks. Even your imagination participates in time's flow. As you picture stars, drifting leaves, and moving clouds, you create micro-rivers of moments within your mind. Each thought has its own speed, its own pulse. The gentle repetition of ideas, the slow weaving of images and sensations, allows your consciousness to rest and flow alongside the universe's soft current. Meditation and reflection can make you aware of these subtle bends, folds, and eddies that exist around and within you. You may notice that time feels different in dreams. When you drift between wakefulness and sleep, moments can stretch or shrink in unexpected ways. Minutes may feel like hours, or entire days may pass in a single, fleeting memory. Your mind is exploring the elasticity of time even as your body rests, floating within the same gentle river that carries every heartbeat, every leaf, every photon across space. As you continue to sense this flow, consider the role of light in your perception of time. Light carries information from distant places, from galaxies and stars, to your eyes and your consciousness. The speed of light sets a rhythm, a universal measure that links all corners of the universe. Yet even this speed is woven into the pliable fabric of time, bending near massive objects, stretching over vast distances, guiding you gently through a cosmos that feels both immense and intimately familiar. Time is ultimately a companion, not an enemy. It cradles your thoughts, holds your memories, and carries you forward without hurry. It is neither cruel nor indifferent. It is simply persistent, patient, and quietly magnificent. Tonight, let yourself merge with this companion, feeling its soft current around your body, inside your mind, and through the vast, star-speckled universe that stretches beyond comprehension. Even as you rest, moments continue. Seconds fold into minutes, minutes into hours, hours into days. Yet there is no urgency here. The gentle flow of time encourages you to breathe, to notice, to be present in each tiny ripple of experience. The universe whispers softly that all things are unfolding, not too fast, not too slow, but exactly as they are meant to. And so, you drift along this river, noticing its subtle bends, the small eddies that stir your awareness, the gentle waves that carry thought and breath alike. You are both moving and still, observing and immersed, present in the current while feeling its infinite stretch. The river of time is patient, and it is patient with you as you allow your mind to float within this gentle rhythm. A question stirs softly. If time bends around speed and gravity, if moments stretch and fold, how will your experience shift when you move faster, or when you find yourself near something unimaginably massive? The river continues, its flow quiet and unbroken, carrying you toward mysteries that await just beyond your reach. And tonight, as you rest, you drift closer to these mysteries, feeling time's gentle pulse ripple around your body, through your thoughts and into the universe, inviting you to follow its soft, unhurried rhythm into the next chapter of your journey. Time, as you feel it, is measured by familiar clocks, the soft ticking in your room, the gentle sweep of a second hand, the quiet rhythm of your heartbeat. Yet these clocks are only guides, markers on the surface of a much larger, deeper reality. They offer a gentle reference, a comforting measure, but they do not capture the full essence of time itself. Time is not a simple, unyielding river. It is a fabric, stretching and bending, flowing differently depending on how you move, where you are, and the forces that surround you. Imagine, for a moment, that the floor beneath you is not solid, but woven from threads of time and space. Every step you take presses into this fabric, creating tiny ripples, subtle folds. Every movement, every breath, every glance sends delicate waves across the unseen threads. You feel the texture of reality beneath you, a soft, undulating web that cradles the moments you experience and the moments yet to come. Scientists call this fabric spacetime. It is the very stage upon which all events unfold. Space and time are not separate. They are intertwined, inseparable, like two dancers moving in harmony. When you walk across a room, the fabric responds. When planets orbit stars, the threads bend and stretch. The gentle pulse of the universe becomes palpable when you imagine it as a living, responsive grid carrying every heartbeat, every photon, every whisper of energy across its delicate expanse. Clocks, then, are like little boats floating on this fabric. They keep track of your passage, measuring intervals of seconds and minutes. But if the fabric stretches beneath them, the clocks themselves seem to move differently. Two clocks side by side may tick at different rates if they rest on different curves. If one is closer to a massive object, or if one moves faster than the other. You sense the subtle truth. What you call a second is not universal. It is personal, influenced by the surrounding weave of space itself. Now, imagine floating gently above a quiet forest at dusk. The sun dips low, painting the sky with soft amber and violet tones. You feel your body suspended, weightless, drifting along invisible threads. Each leaf, each bird, each rustling branch exists in its own local measure of time. The sunlight itself travels slowly across the sky. Yet the photons reaching your eyes have been traveling for years, unhurried, persistent. You sense that time is layered. The present you feel, the moments just past, the light arriving from distant stars, all overlapping like threads in a vast tapestry. Even motion changes the rhythm of your experience. When you move, the fabric of reality adjusts around you. You may walk slowly across your room, noticing the seconds stretch like golden syrup. Or imagine yourself on a fast-moving train, the trees outside blurred into streaks. In physics, moving faster affects how time flows. The river of moments bends gently around your movement, stretching or contracting, allowing the universe to whisper its subtle secret. Time is not fixed. Living fabric, gravity too, leaves its quiet mark. It is the invisible hand that molds the threads of spacetime. A massive object, like a planet or a star, presses gently upon the fabric, bending it, curving the flow of moments around itself. If you were to hover near such a mass, you would notice a curious effect. Your clock, your heartbeat, your sense of moments passing would slow ever so slightly compared to someone further away. You feel it as a whisper of patience, a soft invitation to notice that reality is delicate, elastic, and intimately connected to everything around you. Consider the moon, circling Earth with serene constancy. Its gentle pull bends space-time around both bodies, creating tides not only in the oceans, but in the flow of time itself. You can almost feel this subtle undulation in your own awareness, a quiet reminder that the cosmos is alive in ways we cannot see directly. Yet we can feel them as soft currents beneath our consciousness. Now, visualize a clock floating far above the Earth in the quiet emptiness of space. Its rhythm is calm, unaffected by the pull of gravity below. Meanwhile, a clock on the surface of our planet moves just a touch slower, caught in the embrace of Earth's mass. Both clocks are accurate in their own frame of reference, yet their ticks are not identical. You feel this gently. Time is relative, personal, and intertwined with place and motion. Like threads in a grand cosmic weave, even within your own body, you are experiencing tiny differences. Blood moves faster in one part, slower in another. Nerve signals travel at varying speeds. Each cell, each organ, experiences its own microcosmic rhythm, synchronized yet subtly unique. You sense that these rhythms are small reflections of the larger flow of the universe, a soft resonance that connects your body, your mind, and the cosmos. Take a moment to drift in this thought. Imagine yourself shrinking, moving between threads of space-time like a soft mist. You feel the curves and bends beneath you, the gentle slopes where time stretches, the quiet valleys where moments linger. You float alongside light, along energy, alongside the soft undulations of gravity. You are both participant and observer, moving within the fabric, even as you notice its subtle textures. Clocks, then, are not the masters of time, but guides, companions. They allow you to navigate, to measure, to anchor your perception. Yet the true river is the fabric of reality itself, bending and folding, moving in rhythms shaped by mass, motion, and energy. Your mind may rest in this understanding, sensing that while moments pass, they are never entirely lost. They are woven into space-time, layered and eternal in subtle, hidden ways. Even the light that travels from distant stars acts as a clock of its own. Photons carry with them the memory of the star's birth, its life, its quiet evolution across eons. When they reach your eyes tonight, you see not only the present, but a whisper of the past, stretching across time, bending softly as it enters your awareness. You feel a calm connection, a quiet intimacy with moments far removed from your own. Now, imagine yourself moving slowly, drifting along a path lined with ancient trees. Their rings tell stories of centuries past, yet the forest exists in the present, its leaves shimmering in the twilight. Each leaf, each branch, each shadow participates in its own temporal rhythm, swaying with the invisible currents of space-time. You feel the unity of your own heartbeat with the gentle pulse of this forest. Each moment a brushstroke in the grand painting of the universe. Time is, in many ways, a companion, patient, persistent, and deeply alive. Its river carries you, cradling your consciousness, guiding you gently through experiences that are both fleeting and eternal. You feel it in your breath, in your pulse, in the slow unfolding of awareness as your mind drifts deeper into reflection. You notice that every tick of a clock, every sweep of the second hand, is a small gesture of order in a vast, living, bending fabric. And so, you drift along this invisible tapestry, feeling the threads of space-time beneath you, noticing the subtle bends caused by motion and gravity, sensing the quiet pulse of reality flowing through you and around you. You are part of this fabric, a soft presence embedded in its delicate, responsive rhythm, moving yet still, aware yet calm as you rest tonight. Your mind may wander to questions that the river of space-time gently invites. How will moments stretch or compress when motion accelerates, or when gravity deepens? What shapes will time take when observed from near a massive star, or when traveling far across the cosmos? The fabric hums softly, patient and unbroken, carrying you toward the next chapter of this journey, where the stretching of moments and the speed of motion will reveal the more intimate, surprising contours of time itself. Imagine yourself floating in the vast, quiet expanse of space. Stars shimmer softly in the distance, their light gentle and slow, yet persistent across the cosmic ocean. You drift without urgency, weightless, surrounded by emptiness and faint whispers of energy. As you move closer to a massive star, you notice something subtle but profound. The very rhythm of moments seems to bend. Seconds lengthen, as if the universe itself is holding its breath, cradling time in a gentle, invisible hand. This is gravity's whisper, not a loud, forceful pull, but a quiet, shaping influence on the fabric of space-time itself. Every object with mass curves the threads of reality, bending the river of moments around it. The greater the mass, the more pronounced the bend. You feel it intuitively, like a soft echo beneath your consciousness, the gentle stretching of seconds, as you drift near something immense. Imagine a planet, vast and serene, hovering in this silent expanse. Its gravity extends like a calm, invisible tide, reaching across space. You float nearby, sensing the subtle slowing of time as you approach its surface. Your breath remains steady, yet your perception of moments shifts, elongating softly. A minute spent here feels slightly longer than one in the emptiness of distant space. The planet, with its quiet presence, molds the passage of moments, teaching you that time is not universal, but relational, intimately tied to the world around you. Now, visualize a black hole, a celestial giant cloaked in shadow. Its mass is enormous, its pull almost unfathomable. Time slows dramatically near its event horizon, stretching in ways that seem almost dreamlike. A single second for an observer nearby might pass as hours, days, or even centuries for someone far away. You drift at a safe distance, sensing the gentle elongation of moments without fear, aware that time itself is pliable, bending gracefully around immense gravity like a soft fabric wrapped around a giant. Even in your own daily life, gravity subtly affects your experience of time, though it is imperceptible. The Earth's mass bends the fabric of space-time beneath you, gently shaping each second. Every breath, every heartbeat, every movement you make is slightly influenced by the pull of gravity. You feel a quiet connection to this invisible force, knowing that it shapes the flow of life itself, not only on cosmic scales, but in the intimate, personal rhythm of your existence. Consider a river flowing toward a waterfall. As water nears the edge, it stretches and accelerates, moving with both inevitability and grace. Gravity, like the unseen contours beneath the water, guides the flow of moments, curving and stretching time with gentle insistence. You drift along this metaphorical river, sensing that each heartbeat, each thought, each breath is subtly shaped by the curvature beneath it, part of a quiet, cosmic choreography. Visualize the moons orbiting a distant planet, each following its curved path in perfect synchrony. Their motion bends the local threads of time, so that an instant experienced by one moon is subtly different from an instant elsewhere. You float among them, noticing the gentle differences in rhythm, feeling a meditative awareness of how motion and mass combine to shape the flow of moments. Even without clocks or calendars, the universe communicates its measure through these soft, persistent patterns. Now, imagine a beam of light traveling past a massive object. Gravity bends its path, a phenomenon known as gravitational lensing. The light itself carries the whisper of time's elongation, the subtle stretching caused by the curvature of space-time. You drift alongside the photons, feeling the moments expand as they journey across curved paths, sensing the intimacy of a universe in which time is elastic, responsive, and alive, even as you rest within this awareness. Your own perception shifts. Near mass, moments stretch. Farther away, they contract. Your body, your mind, your consciousness, all are participants in this cosmic flow. You sense the unity between self and universe, understanding that every heartbeat, every thought, every breath is measured not just by clocks, but by the curvature of reality itself. Time is not uniform. It is a river shaped by the contours of existence, flowing softly, gracefully, persistently, Consider the earth beneath you once more. Its pull is gentle yet constant. As you drift above the surface, looking down at forests, oceans, and mountains, you sense the quiet shaping of each second, each moment, by the planet's mass. Even the light reaching your eyes from distant stars is subtly influenced, bending slightly, stretching softly, whispering of gravity's gentle hand. You are both participant and observer, floating within these layers, feeling the universe fold and curve around you in patient, meditative rhythm. Now, imagine yourself drifting near a star larger than the sun, its presence immense, almost overwhelming. Time slows in its vicinity, stretching each second into a soft, prolonged moment. You feel the elongation not as urgency, but as a gentle invitation to notice, to be present, to immerse in the soft pulse of existence. Each breath, each thought, each beat is drawn out like a tender melody, carrying you deeper into reflection, deeper into the awareness of time as pliable and living. Even the smallest celestial bodies contribute to this whisper. Every asteroid, every moon, every particle with mass nudges the fabric, bending moments imperceptibly. You feel this as a soft resonance, a hum beneath your consciousness, a reminder that all existence participates in the dance of space-time. Nothing is too small to leave a gentle impression, nothing too distant to escape the subtle shaping of moments. You may now imagine drifting slowly into a quiet orbit around multiple celestial bodies. Their combined gravitational influence creates overlapping curves, a delicate weave of stretched and compressed moments. You float among them, aware of the gentle differences in the passage of time from one region to another. The universe becomes a meditative landscape of flow and rhythm. Each bend and curve an invitation too slow to notice, to be present in the soft expansion of experience. Gravity's whisper is not only about slowing time, but about connection. Each mass, each orbit, each curvature is linked to the others, a network of influence stretching across space. You sense that time, though personal, is shared. The river flows differently in each location, yet all currents connect. All moments resonate together in quiet, cosmic harmony. You are part of this rhythm, your own presence woven into the vast, stretching fabric of space-time. Even now, lying in the quiet of your mind, you can feel the gentle pull. Thoughts stretch, ideas flow more slowly, reflections unfold gradually. Gravity, motion, and distance, all are threads in the tapestry, subtle instruments guiding the rhythm of moments. You sense that every experience, every observation, every heartbeat is part of a vast, living symphony composed in the quiet, patient hands of the universe itself. As you drift within this awareness, your imagination carries you to distant, massive stars, to black holes, to places where seconds stretch into hours and years, condense into single instants. You feel the softness of this shaping, the meditative beauty of a universe that moves gently yet precisely, carrying all moments within its fabric, patiently, tenderly, inevitably. Time, when shaped by gravity, is neither rigid nor harsh. It is an intimate companion, a soft current that allows reflection, awareness, and presence. You feel each elongated second as a gift, a moment expanded for observation, contemplation, and quiet wonder. You are embraced by the rhythm, held gently in the folds of space-time. moving yet still, observing yet immersed. Imagine two lives, identical at first, like two candles burning with equal light. Their flames flicker softly together, a quiet, shared rhythm. Then, one twin prepares for a journey, a voyage into space aboard a sleek, silent ship. The other remains on Earth, walking familiar paths beneath the gentle sky. At first, their separation seems ordinary, a small distance in the fabric of their shared existence. Yet you feel that even this modest departure will reveal something profound. Time is not universal. As the traveling twin lifts into the vastness of space, speed begins to shape experience. With each passing second, the river of moments stretches gently around the ship, elongating the twins' perception of time. Movements, thoughts, and even the beat of the heart lengthen, subtle and soft, like the slow unfurling of a blossom at dawn. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the other twin experiences the usual rhythm of days and nights. Unaware of the quiet stretching occurring far above the planet, you feel the paradox not as a problem, but as a gentle invitation. The twins are still connected by love, memory, and shared history. Yet each experiences the universe's pulse differently. The river of time flows uniquely for each of them, shaped by motion, distance, and perspective. Seconds do not mean the same for both. Moments diverge, yet the connection remains intact, like two streams flowing from a single source. Winding through separate valleys, the traveling twin drifts past stars, planets, and distant galaxies. Each movement stretches time further, subtly altering perception. A single hour aboard the ship may feel like a calm, expansive meditation, while days pass on Earth, unnoticed and unmeasured by the traveler. You sense the quiet intimacy of this experience. Time is both shared and personal, a river that divides and rejoins in patterns too delicate to see directly, yet perceptible in subtle awareness. Even the simplest actions take on new significance. Breathing, blinking, thinking, each elongates in the gentle stretch of time. The twin aboard the ship may pause, noticing the soft pulse of distant starlight, feeling each photon brush against perception as a slow, luminous touch. Every sensation is magnified, every thought is extended, and the universe itself seems to hum softly around them, a lullaby composed of space, light, and motion. Back on Earth, the twin experiences the familiar heartbeat of life. The sun rises and sets, seasons change, laughter echoes, and footsteps trace known paths. Each moment is ordinary, yet within the quiet awareness of connection to the traveling twin, it becomes extraordinary. You feel the gentle tension between the two perspectives, the soft divergence of clocks, a meditation on time as a personal and intimate companion. Responding to circumstance and place, the twins' bond remains unbroken, carried across the expanding river of space. Even as their experiences of time diverge, memories, love, and quiet thoughts bridge the distance. You sense that time's flexibility is not cruel or isolating. It is contemplative, allowing space for reflection and deepened awareness. Moments stretch to create room for understanding, connection, and presence in ways the mind may not fully grasp but can feel. Imagine the spaceship approaching near light speeds. The stretch of time grows more pronounced. Years pass on Earth in the span of months aboard the ship. You feel the gentle paradox of this expansion. The traveler moves through an elongated present, savoring each heartbeat, while distant moments flow rapidly elsewhere. The universe teaches patience, observation, and awareness, offering a quiet reminder that time is neither rigid nor uniform, but a living rhythm to be noticed and cherished. Even light and sound participate in this divergence. Signals sent between twins are delayed, stretched, or shifted subtly by distance and speed. Each message, each word, carries the whisper of altered time, creating a soft tapestry of moments that intertwine across space. You feel the quiet poetry of this, the intimacy of connection preserved despite the divergence of experience. Like two notes in a slow, lingering melody, the twins' journey is also a meditation on perspective. From the traveler's view, the universe itself seems to contract, stars compressing into a brilliant, elongated streak of light. From the earthbound twins' perspective, the cosmos flows steadily, seemingly unchanged, while years accumulate quietly. Both experiences are real, both are valid, yet they differ. You sense the gentle lesson here. Time is personal, pliable, and intimately shaped by context, not a rigid march of moments. Imagine drifting with the traveler as the ship sails past nebulae, galaxies, and stellar nurseries. Each second feels like a soft caress of awareness, each observation lingering longer than expected. The universe becomes a slow, unfolding story, its narrative extended for contemplation and quiet reflection. You sense that in this elongation there is beauty, a meditation on the expansive, pliable, and deeply alive nature of time. Back on Earth, the passing years are marked in subtle ways: wrinkles, memories, the growth of trees, the quiet rhythms of seasons. You feel the contrast without judgment, noticing the harmony between these divergent experiences. The river of moments carries both twins gently, allowing their lives to unfold uniquely yet remain intertwined. Time's flexibility is a compassionate companion, offering both presence and distance, reflection and motion, even in the smallest interactions. The divergence of time leaves its soft mark. A letter written from one twin may arrive after months of earthly time, yet only hours aboard the ship. You sense the gentle stretch, the quiet elongation of experience, the soft bending of moments that link hearts across distance and motion. Time is no longer a simple measure, but a medium of intimacy, connection, and reflection. You may imagine the twins meeting again, their experiences shaped differently, yet their bond intact. The traveler carries years that were mere months aboard the ship, while the earthbound twin embodies the steady, flowing river of life. They reconnect in shared understanding, gentle laughter, and quiet recognition of the river's bends, the soft flexibility that made their journey possible. You sense that time's personal nature is both profound and comforting, a lullaby for the mind and soul. The gentle divergence of their experiences also invites reflection. How do you perceive time in your own life? Which moments stretch, which contract? You feel a quiet awareness that your consciousness participates in the same gentle shaping, that your movements, thoughts, and awareness bend time in ways subtle yet real. The universe is intimate, responsive, and patient. offering a soft rhythm in which to rest, notice, and reflect. Even as the twins drift through their separate experiences, they share a quiet lesson. Time is alive. It bends with motion, stretches with speed, folds around mass, and flows differently for each observer. Yet within these variations lies harmony, a soft, meditative balance that allows both presence and connection, observation and participation, reflection and quiet awareness. Tonight, as you lie still, you feel a resonance with this story. Your own moments stretch and fold, influenced by your movements, your awareness, your presence in the world. You sense that time is personal, intimate, and deeply alive, and that even distant journeys, subtle motions, and quiet reflections are part of the river that flows around and through you. Imagine yourself floating at the farthest reaches of the observable universe, where stars are scattered like distant, soft sparks, and the darkness stretches endlessly around you. Space here feels both vast and intimate, an open canvas of potential, where every photon, every particle, every whisper of energy carries a story. You notice that time itself seems to change its character, a gentle lengthening of moments, an expansion that invites you to drift, observe, and reflect without urgency. At these edges, familiar rules bend. Gravity curves more dramatically. Light stretches in soft arcs, and the very fabric of space-time is delicate, almost fluid in its flow. You feel yourself drifting along this subtle curvature, noticing how the universe folds upon itself, layers upon layers of possibility, like a gentle tapestry woven from the threads of existence. Time is not linear here. It flows, bends, and coils, revealing itself in patterns that are quiet, intricate, and meditative. Consider a distant galaxy, luminous yet faint, its light taking billions of years to reach your gaze. You feel the stretch of those moments, each photon carrying the history of its journey. By the time it reaches you, its story has folded over. Countless cosmic events, supernova, star births, gravitational dances, yet it remains coherent, serene, and precise. You sense the patience of the universe, the gentle unfolding of reality across vast distances, teaching that time is both personal and universal, intimate and expansive. Now, imagine drifting toward a cosmic horizon, the boundary of what can be observed. Beyond it, light has not yet arrived. Beyond it, time and space may differ in rhythm and structure. You sense the universe's quiet edges, a soft boundary where your awareness meets the unknown. It is not frightening, only contemplative, a reminder that some mysteries are meant to be observed, not controlled, that the fabric of reality extends beyond perception, waiting patiently for discovery. At these limits, gravity and light play a delicate game. Massive structures bend space and time, causing distant light to curve, forming arcs, rings, and subtle distortions known as gravitational lensing. You float alongside these cosmic tricks, noticing how the universe's shape guides perception. Every curve, every bend, every shift in light carries information, yet remains soft, gentle, and meditative. Like ripples in a quiet pond, reflecting distant stars, even dark energy, invisible yet pervasive, whispers, here. It stretches the fabric of space-time gently, expanding the universe at a slow but persistent pace. You feel the subtle pull in every drift, a quiet elongation of distances, a soft stretching of the cosmic river. Here, at the edges, you sense that the universe itself is patient, allowing space and time to unfold slowly, steadily, in a rhythm that is gentle yet infinite. Now imagine yourself observing clusters of galaxies, each carrying billions of stars, their gravity bending light, curving time, shaping moments in delicate ways. You feel the unity of these structures, their subtle interconnection, and the quiet beauty of a universe that is both expansive and intimately detailed. Each cluster, each star, each photon participates in a meditative ballet of existence, reminding you that even at the farthest edges, order and rhythm persist. You may notice cosmic microwave background radiation, the soft echo of the universe's birth. Its gentle glow surrounds you, a whisper from 13.8 billion years ago. Time here stretches in layers, past, present, and future overlap in a soft continuum. You sense the intimacy of this message, the quiet persistence of the cosmos, and the profound patience that allows light, matter, and consciousness to flow together across unimaginable spans. Even quantum effects contribute to the subtle character of these edges. Particles flicker, energy fields fluctuate, and virtual phenomena dance in ways that seem unpredictable yet harmonious. You sense a meditative rhythm in these tiny fluctuations, an intricate pattern within the vastness, suggesting that the universe's edges are alive with possibilities, soft in their influence, and gentle in their complexity. Drifting further, you notice the role of black holes, cosmic giants whose gravity folds space and time into extreme curvatures. Light curves around them, moments stretch, and events near the event horizon unfold slowly, almost meditatively. You feel yourself floating at a safe distance, aware of the subtle stretching of time, the gentle elongation of perception, and the quiet, patient mechanics that govern even the most extreme corners of reality. Consider also the concept of cosmic inflation, the rapid expansion of space in the universe's infancy. Though it occurred billions of years ago, its effects are still visible in the structure of galaxies, the stretching of spacetime, and the distribution of matter. You sense this soft echo, a gentle ripple that shaped the universe's edges long before life. Consciousness or light could observe it. Time here is layered, expansive, and meditative, carrying with it the whisper of creation itself. Even from this quiet vantage point, you can trace the flow of light and gravity as they interact, shaping moments subtly and continuously. Stars, galaxies, and cosmic voids participate in this dance, creating a gentle rhythm that guides your awareness. You notice that at the edges of reality, observation and experience merge. What you perceive is influenced by motion, mass, and distance, yet remains soft, contemplative, and serene. Now, imagine drifting alongside a beam of light that has traversed billions of light years. It bends around galaxy clusters, stretches with cosmic expansion, and carries within it the story of a universe long ago. You sense the intimacy of its journey, the gentle elongation of moments, and the quiet teaching embedded in its path. Time is pliable, perception is personal, and awareness itself is woven into the universe's rhythm. You may also reflect on your own place within this vast tapestry, even at the edges, where darkness and distance dominate. Your consciousness can participate in the meditative flow of spacetime. Moments stretch and fold, not as constraints, but as invitations to notice, to observe, and to rest in the rhythm of existence. You feel an intimate connection to the universe, as if every star, photon, and fluctuation carries a soft whisper meant for you alone. Imagine further that in the quiet of these edges, space itself seems to breathe, expanding and contracting, gently guided by gravity, dark energy, and the interplay of matter. Space-time flows like a soft current. You drift within it, aware of the subtle bends, the gentle elongations, the meditative pauses, and the serene rhythm that governs all that exists. Time here is soft, pliable, and alive, a companion rather than a measure. Even the voids between galaxies are not empty. They hum with potential, with subtle fields, with gentle curvature. You sense that even absence carries meaning, that the silence of space is filled with quiet instruction, with a rhythm that guides perception, attention, and awareness. The edges of reality are not void. They are the quiet pulse of creation itself, extending, bending, and stretching in ways both profound and intimately accessible. As you drift further into the farthest reaches, you notice that the interplay of light, gravity, and time continues seamlessly. Moments stretch and fold, photons carry stories, and the universe moves with patience and precision. You feel that these edges, though distant and extreme, are part of the same gentle rhythm that flows through your own experience, connecting the intimate and the infinite in soft, meditative harmony. Imagine yourself gliding through a soft, open sky, weightless, free of earthly constraints. The wind is a gentle caress, the air around you still and warm. You begin to move faster, ever so gradually, and notice something curious. The moments themselves seem to stretch, unfolding more slowly than before. Your heartbeat, your breath, the rhythm of your thoughts, all extend, expanding softly, like the gentle swell of waves. You are witnessing the first secret of motion. Time is not rigid. It is pliable, malleable, intimate. In the world of physics, this effect is called time dilation. It is not a trick of the mind. It is a real phenomenon predicted by Einstein's theory of relativity. As your speed approaches that of light, the seconds you once counted begin to stretch. Yet it is subtle, imperceptible at everyday motion. Only at vast cosmic velocities does the river of time ripple and bend noticeably, like a stream widening over smooth stones. Tonight, in the quiet of your imagination, you feel it gently, a soft brush against your awareness. Visualize a spaceship, sleek and serene, drifting through the velvet black of space. It moves faster and faster, leaving stars behind like scattered droplets of light. Inside, time slows. The crew moves gently, their breaths longer, their movements languid, as if the universe itself is sighing, accommodating their swift journey. Outside, the cosmos rushes past in brilliant streaks, yet inside the vessel, moments feel infinite, contemplative, and calm. You float alongside them, feeling this gentle expansion of experience, even at microscopic scales. Motion influences the flow of moments. Photons travel through space at incredible speeds, never aging, never pausing. A single particle moving near light speed experiences time differently than the objects around it. You can imagine shrinking down, drifting beside a photon, seeing the universe flash past in bursts of light and energy, while your companion's experience of now stretches endlessly, eternal in its continuity. The contrast between motion and stillness becomes a meditation, a gentle awareness of time's elasticity in everyday life. You may not feel these extreme effects, yet motion subtly shapes your perception. Walking, running, cycling, even shifting your gaze or moving your hands all touch time's rhythm in quiet ways. Each movement, no matter how small, bends the river of moments, creating microcurrents that carry your consciousness forward. Time is alive in motion, a responsive companion to your intentions, your gestures, and the soft pulse of your body. Now, imagine drifting past planets and moons, their gravitational fields gently curving spacetime around them. Even motion that is not extreme interacts with these curves. As you orbit a distant world, you feel the soft tug of gravity influencing the passage of moments. Time stretches slightly, a gentle, imperceptible lengthening that whispers of the universe's subtle mechanics. Your mind can sense these rhythms, even as your body remains still, aware that each instant is shaped not only by your own movement, but by the grand architecture of space itself. Consider a river flowing through a wide valley. When the current speeds up, the water stretches, forming long, smooth ripples. When it slows, eddies form, small pools appear, and the flow becomes contemplative, reflective. Time moves in a similar manner, stretching with speed, slowing with gravity, bending with energy. You are floating along this cosmic river, sometimes swept gently, sometimes drifting in quiet pools of moments, noticing how each instant shifts and stretches in subtle ways. Even light, which travels at a constant speed, interacts with this rhythm. When it passes near a massive object, it curves, bending the path it takes. Time along that path stretches accordingly. You imagine photons dancing past stars, gliding over black holes, their journey a soft, meditative ballet of light and shadow, speed and duration. Your mind follows their elegant arcs, noticing the gentle flow and subtle elongation of moments as they move across cosmic distances. Speed changes, not only the passage of time for objects, but also the perception of the world around them. From a fast-moving spaceship, planets, stars, and nebulae streak past in long, soft lines. Yet inside the vessel, everything is calm, the heart and mind attuned to a slower, expansive rhythm. The universe seems both distant and intimate, vast yet accessible, as if every streak of light carries a whisper of patience, a quiet invitation to experience moments more fully. Imagine now that you are gliding even faster, approaching the speed of light itself. Your surroundings blur into streaks of color, yet inside, your perception remains calm and unhurried. Seconds elongate, stretching like soft golden threads. One thought can encompass what would normally be many, and yet it feels effortless, natural, a slow unfurling of consciousness. Time's elasticity becomes a lullaby, a gentle guide carrying you further into awareness and wonder. As you move, you notice that not all time is stretched equally. In the vast tapestry of space-time, motion and gravity create subtle gradients. Some areas flow faster, some slower, yet all are connected. You feel a gentle awareness that every moment is unique, influenced by context, motion, and placement. Even as you drift in stillness now, you carry with you the memory of these variations, the soft echo of time's pliable rhythm. Even your imagination is a vessel for this stretching. When you picture stars rushing past, particles spinning, or distant galaxies unfolding, your mind experiences the elongation of moments, the soft extension of seconds into contemplative space. Each thought drifts gently along, lengthening with focus, curving with attention, folding back on itself in quiet loops of reflection. You sense the intimate connection between perception and reality, the awareness that your consciousness is an integral part of time's flowing tapestry. At smaller scales, atoms and particles also experience motion differently. A moving electron within a distant atom feels time distinct from a stationary one. You visualize these infinitesimal dances, the subtle elongations of moments, each ripple in the microcosm reflecting the larger patterns of the universe. You feel a soft resonance, a quiet alignment between your own consciousness and the delicate movements of the cosmos at every level. Time, when stretched by motion, is not stressful or harsh. It is contemplative, expansive, like a soft lull in a melody. The universe allows each particle, each person, each photon to experience moments in its own way, and you feel included in this patient unfolding. The gentle extension of moments offers space for reflection, for noticing, for simply being within the river of experience without haste. As you drift along this soft current, you feel the pull of curiosity. How far can this stretching go? What will moments feel like near unimaginable speeds, where seconds elongate into hours, where years unfold gently inside a moving vessel, while the universe outside continues on its separate rhythm? The gentle tug of these questions is like a lullaby, inviting your mind to wander without worry, to explore without urgency. And now, you imagine returning slowly to a place of calm, to a gentle orbit around a familiar star. Motion continues, but time relaxes its stretch. The world slows, your breath lengthens, your heartbeat aligns with the rhythm of the river. You feel a sense of intimate connection with every moving thing. Planets, photons, electrons, and the quiet stretching of moments becomes a soft, meditative companion. You realize that speed is not only a measure of distance traveled, but a sculptor of time itself. The faster you move, the more the river stretches, yet it never breaks, never loses its gentle, flowing quality. You are immersed in this pliable current, floating, observing, breathing with the soft rhythm of moments that bend and lengthen around you. Tonight, as you rest, you carry this awareness gently in your mind, that every motion, every journey, every heartbeat stretches the river of time, even in ways too subtle to notice. You are both observer and participant, drifting within the quiet elasticity of the cosmos, aware of its soft, gentle rhythm and the vast, flowing tapestry that carries you onward. Imagine drifting in the quiet expanse of space, where darkness is soft and still, yet filled with subtle pulses of energy. A single beam of light stretches across the emptiness, traveling steadily, patiently, from a distant star. You feel it as more than brightness. You sense it as a messenger, a keeper of moments, a gentle river flowing across the fabric of spacetime. Light, you realize, is the universe's way of whispering its own history. Each photon carries a story, born in the heart of a star, released into space long before you were born. Its journey is slow in human perception, but instant in its own experience. You imagine floating alongside it, feeling the soft, unbroken rhythm of its motion. Across vast distances, through emptiness and near invisible currents, light travels faithfully, stretching and bending with gravity, guiding your awareness of moments both near and far. Even as it moves, light interacts with space-time itself. It curves around massive objects, bends gently with gravitational fields, and stretches subtly over cosmic distances. You sense the elegance of this dance. The photon moves with unwavering purpose, yet it responds with grace to the contours of the universe. Its journey is both measured and alive, a rhythm that teaches you patience, observation, and quiet attentiveness. Imagine now that this light enters your eyes, traveling from a star hundreds of years old. You perceive its color, its warmth, its gentle energy, yet the moment it conveys began long ago. Time, carried on these photons, stretches back centuries, folding past and present together in a single, soft perception. You feel the intimacy of this connection. Each beam is both a memory and a current, a gentle guide through the river of moments, even closer to home. Sunlight travels only 8 minutes before reaching your eyes. Yet within that journey, it experiences the fabric of space-time. Every photon brushes against gravity, dances through empty space, and finally arrives to touch your awareness. You sense the quiet beauty of this process. Light is not just illumination. It is a guide, a companion, a bridge between moments, carrying the rhythm of the universe directly to you. You may imagine drifting alongside light as it passes near a black hole. Its path bends dramatically, time stretches, and yet the photon continues with unwavering fidelity. You feel the soft teaching in this. Even under immense influence, motion persists, time bends, stretches, folds, yet light endures, moving through the vastness of the cosmos, connecting distant moments in a gentle, persistent flow. Consider the light that passes through your room tonight. It is soft, indirect, yet present, carrying with it a river of space and time from distant places. Every particle of light illuminates not only your surroundings, but the path it has traveled, the cosmic history it has witnessed. You notice its gentle rhythm, the way it touches surfaces, reflects, refracts, and continues onward. A soft guide through the unfolding moments of your evening. Light also informs motion and perception. Objects observed by light appear where they are, yet the photons that carry this image started their journey moments ago. Time, carried on the wings of photons, is layered and subtle. You sense this layering intuitively. The universe is both present and past, immediate and eternal, and light is the gentle thread weaving these layers together. Imagine now standing at the edge of a quiet lake at dawn. The first sunlight strikes the water, reflecting and bending, creating a shimmer that stretches across the surface. You feel the photons brushing your skin, carrying the dawn's history, guiding your perception of the moment. Each reflection is a soft echo of time, a gentle pulse reminding you that every experience is both current and carried from elsewhere, extended and enriched by the journey of light. Even the colors you see are expressions of time's journey. Blue wavelengths stretch longer in certain conditions. Red hues linger under low light, and together they paint the world with subtle gradients of experience. You sense that color is more than appearance. It is time experienced, a gentle elongation of moments captured and conveyed across space. Light is both messenger and sculptor, shaping perception and guiding awareness through soft, meditative rhythms. You may now imagine following a beam of light from a distant galaxy. Its journey has taken millions of years, passing through nebulae, gravity wells, and cosmic dust. Each second of travel is a soft unfolding of history, each bend a quiet reflection of the universe's shape. As you drift alongside this photon, you sense the gentle layering of moments, the stretching and folding of time itself, and the intimacy of being present with both the traveler and the light source. Time, guided by light, is simultaneously expansive and precise. You feel this duality as a soft awareness. The universe unfolds in infinite moments, yet each photon carries information that is exact, true, and persistent. Light allows you to witness events long past, yet perceive them in the present, bridging the gap between memory, experience, and consciousness in a gentle, contemplative flow. Even in the quiet of your own space, the photons arriving now from your lamp, your screen, or the moon's reflection follow the same principles. They have traveled with patient consistency, carrying with them subtle traces of motion, gravity, and distance. You sense a gentle alignment between your awareness and their path, a soft resonance connecting your present moment with countless others across space and time. Now, imagine that light interacts with a clock aboard a spaceship moving at high speed. The photons carrying the image of the clock bend along with the motion of spacetime, stretching the perception of time for those observing it. Seconds lengthen, moments unfold differently, and yet the continuity of experience remains. You feel this as a gentle meditation. Light carries truth even as time bends, providing a steady guide across an ever-shifting river. Consider also the stars you see tonight. Their light began long before you existed, yet it reaches your eyes with serene fidelity. The photons are guides, allowing you to perceive the universe as it was, while experiencing it as it is. You sense the softness of this connection. Past and present coexist in a single perception, carried gently on the wings of light, inviting reflection, curiosity, and quiet awe. Even your mind, resting gently, participates in this dance. Thoughts unfold like photons moving through spacetime, each idea connected to another across the river of moments. You feel the continuity, the intimacy of observation, the gentle guidance of awareness through the stretch of moments. Time, like light, is both traveler and guide, carrying memory, energy, and consciousness together. Light teaches you patience and presence. It shows that even across vast distances, moments can be connected, perceptions aligned, and awareness guided softly. You feel a quiet intimacy with every photon, understanding that each carries not only energy, but experience, time, and rhythm, bridging the universe to your consciousness in a meditative flow. And now, drifting in this awareness, you sense that light is more than a tool or a messenger. It is a companion, a guide, a gentle river flowing through the fabric of spacetime, carrying moments, shaping perception, and illuminating the quiet rhythm of the universe. You feel the gentle pulse of existence itself, soft and unhurried, as though the cosmos itself is breathing alongside you. Imagine yourself shrinking gently, softly, drifting down into a world invisible to the naked eye. Here, atoms float like miniature galaxies, their electrons orbiting in soft, uncertain paths. Time feels different in this realm, not slowed or stretched by mass or speed, but alive with possibility, pulsing gently with rhythms that hint at the deeper nature of existence. You sense that the universe is not only vast and grand, but also intimate and delicate, encoded in these soft, flickering motions. Each particle is a whisper, a soft hum vibrating through space. Electrons orbit nuclei, like dancers, moving to a rhythm you cannot fully see, but can intuitively feel. You notice that they do not travel in predictable paths, but in clouds of probability, expanding and contracting in ways that feel almost like breathing. This is the essence of quantum reality: uncertainty as a gentle guide, probability as a soft rhythm, and potential as a constant, patient companion. Imagine drifting alongside a photon as it interacts with an electron. The exchange is subtle, almost invisible, yet profound. Energy is transferred, states change, and the universe continues its quiet dance. You sense that even at this microscopic level, the cosmos moves with grace and order, a hidden choreography that whispers the soft rules of reality. Time here is not measured in minutes or seconds, but in the gentle unfolding of possibilities, in the quiet transformation of states, and in the delicate interplay of particles and waves. Even within atoms, space itself seems pliable. Electrons do not orbit like planets around a sun. Instead, they occupy clouds of potential, their positions uncertain until observed. You float within this uncertainty, feeling the softness of indeterminacy. The universe, at its heart, is not rigid, but gentle, allowing outcomes to bloom like petals in a slow, meditative rhythm. Probability guides existence, offering a subtle invitation to notice, reflect, and be present. Now, imagine the tiny vibrations of particles known as quantum fluctuations. Energy spontaneously appears and disappears, waves ripple through the vacuum, and fields hum with potential. You sense the intimacy of this hidden world, as if the universe itself breathes in these quiet motions. Each fluctuation carries the seeds of creation, the soft whispers of possibility, reminding you that reality is alive, not only on grand scales, but also in the tiniest, most delicate structures. Consider entanglement, the gentle connection between particles across space. Two electrons, once linked, remain connected even when separated by vast distances. A change in one is mirrored in the other, instantly and subtly. You feel the quiet intimacy of this connection, the whisper of unity across distance and time, a soft reminder that separation is never complete, and that every part of the universe participates in a gentle, interconnected rhythm. Even observation shapes this realm. When you watch a particle, it seems to choose a path, collapsing possibilities into a singular outcome. You sense the soft responsibility inherent in perception. Awareness influences reality, gently, without force, like a breeze nudging a leaf along a calm river. The universe responds not with rigidity, but with a subtle, meditative pliancy, inviting reflection and presence. Imagine drifting near a quantum field, an invisible sea from which particles emerge. Here, Creation is constant, subtle, and soft. Particles blink in and out of existence. Energy flows in gentle pulses, and the very fabric of reality seems alive, humming with possibility. You feel the intimacy of being present in this field, a witness to the quiet rhythms that shape everything, from the tiniest atom to the farthest galaxy. Even waves of probability have patterns. They interfere, overlap, and create regions of high and low likelihood, like ripples on a calm pond. You drift among these ripples, noticing how small shifts create delicate, intricate structures. Time here feels like a soft river folding upon itself, where every moment is pregnant with potential, where every interaction carries weight, and where each whisper of possibility is part of a larger, meditative dance. Consider a particle approaching a slit in an experiment. It does not travel in a single path, but in many simultaneously. Only when observed does it choose, revealing the soft ambiguity that underlies existence. You feel the quiet lesson. Reality is not fixed, but gentle, pliable, and participatory. Your awareness, your presence, even in imagination, is part of this meditative unfolding, a soft reflection of the universe's delicate rhythms. Even energy itself pulses in subtle waves. Electromagnetic fields oscillate, quantum vibrations resonate, and particles carry momentum across invisible paths. You sense the universality of these soft motions. From light to matter participates in the same intimate rhythm, creating a cosmos that is alive at every scale. From the immense to the minuscule, imagine drifting with entangled particles across distance. One flickers, the other responds instantaneously, yet gently, without force or urgency. You sense the quiet poetry of connection. Space is vast, but relationships are immediate. Time stretches and contracts, yet influence flows softly. Every interaction is a whisper. Every motion a quiet communication in a language older than stars. Even uncertainty carries beauty. You notice that particles exist in superposition, multiple states at once. A gentle reminder that possibilities are infinite and soft, not constrained. Each choice, each observation, each gentle interaction narrows outcomes subtly, revealing patterns only over time. You feel the intimacy of participating in this unfolding, aware that every gentle motion contributes to the tapestry of reality. Now, consider tunneling, where particles traverse barriers as if bending through impossibilities. You feel the quiet elegance of this process, a soft defiance of expectation, a gentle reminder that the universe is patient and flexible, allowing improbable events to occur naturally. Time, space, and matter dance together, their rhythm subtle, inviting contemplation, presence, and gentle curiosity. Even the vacuum itself is alive with potential. Space is not empty, but a field of energy, fluctuation, and subtle forces. You sense the quiet vibrancy, the soft hum of existence beneath everything observable. Time here is not measured, but sensed, a river of moments stretching across probability and possibility, carrying the universe's hidden whispers directly to your awareness. Imagine drifting further into this quantum landscape. Particles, waves, fields, and probabilities swirl around you in soft, meditative patterns. You notice that every subtle motion, every fluctuation, carries information, influence, and rhythm. The universe, at its smallest scales, is alive, vibrant, and intimately connected, a gentle whisper guiding your awareness through the soft, unfolding flow of reality. Even as you begin to drift away, you carry a sense of quiet understanding. The quantum world is not chaotic, but soft, intricate, and harmonious. Uncertainty, probability, and entanglement are threads in a meditative tapestry, revealing that the universe is alive in the smallest whispers, guiding existence with subtle, gentle rhythms. Imagine floating in the quiet expanse of the universe, where darkness is soft and space stretches infinitely around you. Each star, each planet, each particle pulses gently, contributing to a vast, delicate pattern, a cosmic tapestry woven from energy, motion, and light. You feel yourself drifting among these threads, sensing that every subtle motion, every flicker of light, and every gentle ripple of gravity is part of a larger meditative whole. Even the smallest particles contribute to this pattern. Electrons, quarks, and photons move with subtle rhythms, their whispers guiding the flow of matter and energy. You imagine their paths weaving through space, crossing, diverging, and intertwining with precision and grace. The universe is alive in these interactions, a delicate, soft web where even the tiniest motion resonates across unimaginable distances. Drifting farther, you notice stars forming in distant nebulae. Clouds of gas and dust coalesce, glowing softly as new suns ignite. You sense that these newborn stars are threads in the tapestry, their light stretching across space and time, carrying history, energy, and rhythm to distant corners. Each formation, each flare, each subtle pulse contributes to the harmony of the cosmos, a quiet symphony woven across billions of years. Gravity acts as the loom of this tapestry, shaping the flow of matter and energy. Planets orbit, stars, galaxies cluster, and cosmic filaments stretch across the void, each movement gentle yet precise. You feel the elegance of this structure, the soft curves guiding every element, like threads pulled together by invisible hands. Time itself bends and stretches along these curves, folding moments into the intricate design of the universe. Even light participates in this gentle weaving. Photons travel across space, bending around massive objects, reflecting off clouds of dust, and creating patterns of illumination that reveal the universe's hidden structures. You sense the soft rhythm of these journeys, the quiet interconnections between cause and effect, presence and perception, observer and observed. Each photon is a thread, each reflection a stitch, contributing to the vast tapestry in subtle, meditative ways. Consider now the interplay of quantum whispers within this cosmic design. Particles flicker, entangle, and influence each other across distance. These tiny, gentle motions resonate through the larger structure, shaping the formation of stars, planets, and galaxies. You sense the intimacy of this connection. The smallest and the largest scales are linked in a soft, harmonious rhythm, each influencing the other in ways both subtle and profound. Drifting closer to a spiral galaxy, you see its arms stretching gracefully, stars tracing delicate paths through space. The galaxy is a miniature reflection of the larger tapestry, a pattern of light and gravity folded into intricate spirals. You feel yourself floating within its arms, sensing the quiet pulse of energy and motion, the soft harmony of forces acting in synchrony. Time here is both local and cosmic, moments folding gently into one another, creating layers of perception that invite contemplation. Even the dark spaces between galaxies are filled with structure. Invisible filaments of dark matter weave through the cosmos, shaping the flow of visible matter, guiding the formation of clusters, and subtly influencing the passage of time. You sense the quiet presence of these unseen threads, the gentle scaffolding upon which the visible universe rests. Though invisible, they contribute to the tapestry's elegance, a reminder that presence is not always apparent, yet always essential. Now, imagine drifting through a cosmic web, each intersection a nexus of stars, gas, and dark matter. Energy flows along these threads, guiding formation, interaction, and evolution. You feel the meditative rhythm of this network. Every movement is soft, precise, and deliberate, yet infinitely flexible, allowing the universe to expand, evolve, and breathe. Time flows differently along these paths, stretching and folding in harmony with the underlying structure. Consider also the role of gravity waves, ripples in spacetime generated by massive cosmic events, colliding black holes, merging neutron stars, and other cataclysmic motions send gentle vibrations across the cosmic fabric. You sense these waves as subtle undulations, threads of influence stretching across the tapestry, carrying information and energy, folding moments, and creating soft, imperceptible rhythms that connect distant regions. Even your own awareness can drift gently along these patterns. You sense the interconnectedness of everything, the soft resonance between your mind and the cosmic web. The universe is not separate from you. It flows through you, every heartbeat. You feel a quiet intimacy with the cosmos, a gentle reflection of its meditative rhythm within yourself. Now, imagine observing multiple layers of reality simultaneously. Quantum motions, light traveling across space, gravitational curves, and cosmic structures all interweave, creating a multi-dimensional tapestry. You drift among these layers, sensing how each scale contributes to the whole. The universe is alive at every level, and you feel the softness of its rhythm, the gentle harmony that binds particles, stars, galaxies, and consciousness together. Even moments of apparent chaos are part of the design. Supernova explode, stars collapse, and energy disperses. Yet these events contribute to the flow, the renewal, and the intricate beauty of the tapestry. You sense that disorder, like silence, in music, adds contrast and depth, allowing the gentle patterns to emerge more clearly, teaching patience, presence, and quiet observation. Consider the cycles of time reflected in these structures. Stars are born, live, and die, creating new generations of celestial matter. Galaxies collide and merge, forming new patterns. You drift alongside these cycles, sensing that time is not only a sequence of moments but a soft rhythm of creation, transformation, and renewal, stretching across scales both intimate and infinite. Even cosmic horizons, boundaries beyond which light has not yet reached, contribute to the tapestry. They mark the limits of perception, but also hint at the infinite possibilities beyond. You feel the gentle stretching of imagination, the soft invitation to contemplate what is unseen, and the quiet resonance of curiosity that carries awareness along the threads of the universe. Now, imagine drifting past nebulae, each a cloud of gas, dust, and nascent stars. Their colors, shapes, and motions create delicate patterns, a reminder that beauty emerges from the interplay of forces, light, and time. You sense the subtle meditative quality of these forms. Every swirl, every pulse, every soft glow contributes to the harmony of the cosmic fabric. Even in silence, the tapestry hums, the motion of particles, the bending of light, a soft pulse that guides your awareness through the universe. You notice that every moment is layered, every thread interconnected, and that your consciousness flows gently along these pathways, absorbing, reflecting, and participating in the cosmic design. As you drift further, you notice that the cosmic tapestry is not static. Threads shift, patterns evolve, and the universe continues its gentle expansion. You feel a profound meditation in this dynamic, living fabric. Creation, motion, and connection occur simultaneously, softly, harmoniously, without rush or urgency. Time flows, threads intertwine, and the universe breathes in a quiet, eternal rhythm. Imagine drifting softly within your own awareness, as though your mind has expanded to fill the quiet spaces around you. Each thought is a ripple, each sensation a gentle current, moving in harmony with the universe. You sense that consciousness is not confined to your body or your mind, but flows alongside the threads of reality, attuned to the gentle rhythm of existence. Subtle yet profound, even the smallest moment carries layers of awareness. A breath, a heartbeat, a soft perception of light, all ripple through your mind and body. You notice that attention itself has texture, like a soft fabric weaving through the river of consciousness. Each observation is a gentle touch, a recognition that the universe and awareness are intertwined, moving together in meditative synchrony. Consider memory, the quiet river that traces back through time. Your mind drifts along these threads, recalling gentle moments, soft experiences, and subtle feelings. Memories ripple forward, folding into your present perception, shaping how you sense the world. You feel the intimacy of this flow, aware that past, present, and future are not rigidly separate, but layered, soft, and interconnected. Now, imagine the mind sensing the patterns of the universe. You notice the rhythm of stars, the flow of galaxies, and the subtle pulse of quantum whispers. Each perception aligns with a deeper awareness, a quiet understanding that the same principles that guide matter, light, and energy also resonate in consciousness. Your mind flows with these rhythms, absorbing the gentle harmonies and reflecting them inward with soft curiosity. Even attention itself stretches and folds like spacetime. Focusing on one sensation elongates your perception of it, while drifting among multiple observations creates a gentle expansion of awareness. You sense the flexibility of the mind, its soft capacity to navigate between detail and panorama, to be fully present yet aware of the larger cosmic river. Time, perception, and consciousness converge in a delicate, meditative dance. Imagine now that awareness is like light traveling through space. Each thought is a photon, moving with intention and rhythm. Some photons travel quickly, illuminating immediate perception, while others stretch, carrying distant echoes, subtle insights, and soft reflections from long ago. You drift among these beams, noticing how your mind both observes and participates in the gentle unfolding of reality. Even in quiet observation, connections form. You may sense how your own awareness links to others, to the threads of the universe, to the soft vibrations of energy and light. Each interaction is subtle, almost imperceptible, yet profound. Consciousness itself flows as a river, moving gently through shared moments, experiences, and perceptions, folding space and time into a meditative awareness. Consider intention, the soft shaping of thought and action. Awareness does not merely observe, but guides. Each gentle decision, each quiet reflection, subtly folds the river of experience, aligning perception with energy, attention with flow. You sense the intimacy of this process. Consciousness is not separate from the universe, but an active participant in its gentle rhythm. Now, imagine drifting through the body with your awareness. Your heartbeat, your breath, your circulation all become meditative currents. You feel the rhythm of life itself, the soft pulse that carries energy and attention. Every organ, every cell, every neuron contributes to the flow, creating a living river of awareness that moves in harmony with the external rhythms of stars, planets, and cosmic structures. Even emotions are gentle currents in this river. Joy.com, curiosity and reflection ripple softly, intertwining with perception. You notice that each feeling subtly influences awareness, shaping how attention flows, how memory unfolds, and how consciousness participates in the soft dance of existence. Every sensation is a thread, every emotion a pulse, woven seamlessly into the tapestry of being. Imagine now the mind extending beyond the body. Awareness drifts into the space around you, sensing subtle vibrations, electromagnetic fields, and the quiet motion of matter. You feel a gentle resonance, a connection between internal consciousness and external reality, as though the mind itself participates in the same rhythms that guide stars, light, and particles. This is the soft unity of awareness and cosmos. Even thought is like a gentle river meandering through landscapes of possibility. Ideas emerge, shift, and dissolve with subtle elegance. You notice that awareness flows freely, adapting to the contours of perception, folding around obstacles, and reflecting softly upon experience. The river is patient, meditative, and alive, carrying the mind with grace along its undulating path. Consider the quiet reflection that arises when you observe patterns, both within and outside yourself. The spiral of a galaxy, the curvature of spacetime, the flicker of a quantum particle, all mirror rhythms within consciousness. You sense a soft resonance, a gentle echo that connects the external universe with your inner awareness, revealing that perception and reality are intertwined in a delicate, meditative harmony. Imagine drifting among your own thoughts, noticing subtle patterns, hidden connections, and soft insights. Each moment of reflection is a ripple, gently touching other layers of awareness. Time flows differently here, elongated in moments of calm, folded in moments of introspection, yet always soft, continuous, and meditative. Awareness itself becomes a river flowing with the rhythm of the cosmos. Even silence is part of this flow. In quiet moments, the mind tunes to subtle currents, perceiving patterns and harmonies that are otherwise hidden. You feel the gentle pulse of life, energy, and perception, all converging in soft alignment. Each pause is a thread in the tapestry of consciousness, weaving together the inner and outer worlds in meditative balance. Now, imagine awareness as a bridge connecting scales, from quantum whispers to cosmic spirals. Your mind drifts through the layers of reality, noticing how each level influences and reflects the others. Consciousness is both observer and participant, flowing with the soft rhythm of existence, attuned to every pulse, every vibration, every gentle unfolding of time and space. Even presence itself shapes the flow. By simply noticing, you influence the river of awareness, folding attention around experience, elongating perception, and creating gentle continuity between moments. You sense that being awake, conscious, and reflective is not separate from the universe's rhythm, but a continuation of its soft, meditative flow. Imagine drifting through all this, fully immersed in the gentle current of awareness. Time, space, light, matter, and consciousness all converge in a soft, harmonious rhythm. You feel that each observation, each sensation, each gentle reflection participates in a larger cosmic dance. Awareness is not a static state, but a flowing, meditative river, moving with grace, patience, and subtle elegance. As you settle into this flow, you realize that consciousness itself is a bridge between past and future, self and universe, the quantum and the cosmic. You feel the intimate connection of awareness to everything, sensing that the river carries not only perception, but understanding, reflection, and presence, softly guiding each moment with gentle intention. Imagine floating within the soft pulse of life itself, where every heartbeat, every breath, and every subtle motion is part of a gentle rhythm that extends far beyond the body. Life is not a sequence of moments, but a continuous flow, a quiet river moving in synchrony with the larger currents of the universe. You sense that each rhythm, from the smallest cell to the spiral of a galaxy, participates in this soft, meditative harmony. Your heartbeat is the first rhythm you notice. It pulses steadily, a gentle thrum that echoes throughout your body. You feel each beat as a wave of life moving through tissues, organs, and cells, soft and precise. This rhythm, though internal, resonates outward, aligning subtly with the flow of time, light, and energy. You sense that this intimate pattern is both unique and connected to the larger tapestry of existence. Breathing follows, another gentle current in the river of life. Inhale slowly, exhale softly, and feel the rhythm of oxygen traveling through your body, nourishing every cell. Each breath is a bridge, linking your internal awareness with the external environment, the gentle exchange of energy and matter, creating harmony between the self and the universe. You notice how this rhythm, simple yet profound, aligns with your perception of time and space. Even at the cellular level, life moves with precision. Heart cells beat in coordinated waves, neurons fire in gentle sequences, and energy flows through biochemical pathways. You sense the elegance of these patterns, each one a subtle thread in the fabric of life. Every oscillation, every signal, every chemical reaction is part of a quiet, continuous pulse that mirrors the rhythm of the cosmos. Imagine drifting alongside. The circulation of blood, a soft river flowing through a complex landscape of vessels. Oxygen, nutrients, and energy ripple through the system, reaching every cell, every corner, every microscopic space. You feel the meditative quality of this flow, a rhythm that is both intimate and universal, a gentle current connecting life with itself and with the wider universe. Even neural activity is a symphony of rhythms. Electrical pulses travel through networks of neurons, transmitting information, forming memory, and guiding perception. You sense the delicate timing, the soft synchronization, the meditative flow that allows awareness to emerge. Thoughts, feelings, and sensations unfold like waves on a calm lake, each ripple interacting with the next, creating a gentle harmony of mind and body. Now, consider the cycles of sleep and wakefulness. The body and mind move through stages, from light rest to deep sleep, each phase carrying subtle rhythms of restorative energy. You drift with these cycles, sensing the gentle oscillations of brainwaves, the soft regulation of hormones, and the meditative flow of consciousness. Sleep itself is a river, guiding awareness through quiet reflection, memory consolidation, and cellular renewal. Even external rhythms influence life. The rising and setting of the sun, the gentle phases of the moon, and the patterns of tides interact with biological systems. You feel a subtle resonance with these cosmic currents, a soft alignment that connects your inner rhythms with the movement of planets, stars, and light. Life is not isolated. It flows in harmony with the wider patterns of the universe. Imagine observing the beating of a heart mirrored in the pulsing of a star. Stellar fusion releases energy in gentle cycles, guiding the rhythm of light and gravity. You sense the symmetry, microcosm and macrocosm, cell and star, heartbeat and cosmic pulse, all dancing in quiet synchrony. Awareness of these parallels invites calm reflection, a recognition of the interconnected nature of existence. Even DNA carries rhythm, a gentle spiral encoding the patterns of life. The double helix twists and folds, molecules vibrate, and energy pulses through sequences of nucleotides. You feel the meditative quality of this structure, the soft unfolding of genetic information guiding growth, adaptation, and reproduction. Life, at its core, is a rhythmic unfolding, a melody woven into the very fabric of being. Consider also the flow of energy through ecosystems. Nutrients cycle from soil to plant, from plant to animal, and from one organism to another. You drift alongside these exchanges, noticing the gentle pulse of life extending beyond the individual, connecting species, habitats, and environments in a soft, interconnected rhythm. Each organism participates, each motion contributes, and the tapestry of life unfolds in quiet, meditative harmony. Imagine the rhythm of water moving through a forest. Streams flow, rivers ripple, and rainfall nourishes every living thing. You sense the continuity of these currents, the soft alignment of life with the motion of matter. Time here is experienced differently, elongated in moments of observation, folded in cycles of growth and decay, yet always soft, continuous, and flowing. Awareness of these patterns deepens your connection with life's gentle pulse. Even the seasons carry rhythm, a slow, unfolding cycle of light, temperature, and transformation. Plants bloom, animals migrate, and ecosystems shift in synchrony with the changing environment. You feel the subtle harmony of these cycles, the meditative flow that links daily life with cosmic rhythms. Awareness here becomes a gentle guide, sensing patterns, timing, and movement without urgency. Only reflection now. Imagine drifting within the body as it experiences rhythm on multiple scales. The heartbeat pulses, breathing flows, neurons fire, and molecules vibrate, all simultaneously yet harmoniously. You sense the elegance of these intertwined patterns, the meditative quality of life unfolding across scales, from the microscopic to the conscious, from cells to the mind, from individual awareness to the cosmic pulse. Even in stillness, the rhythm of life persists. Your body rests, yet energy flows, metabolism continues, and cells renew. Awareness drifts alongside these soft currents, sensing the gentle continuity of existence. Every pause is a moment of reflection. Every quiet beat, a reminder that life is a continuous, rhythmic journey, unfolding with patience, grace, and subtle elegance. Imagine the soft pulse of collective life, the harmony of communities, societies, and ecosystems. Each organism contributes, each interaction resonates, and the tapestry of existence expands. You sense the interconnection, the gentle flow of influence and response, the meditative rhythm that carries awareness across scales, linking the personal with the universal. Even consciousness itself participates in these rhythms. Thoughts, emotions, and attention move in waves, interacting with body, environment, and cosmos. Awareness flows like a river, tracing patterns, sensing connections, and reflecting the gentle pulse of life. You notice the softness of this flow, the harmony of observation and reflection, and the intimate connection between inner and outer rhythms. Now, imagine life's rhythm extending into space. Stars pulse, galaxies rotate, light travels, and gravity bends time. You feel the resonance between cosmic and biological rhythms, noticing that life is never isolated, but part of a vast, interconnected dance. The flow of awareness aligns with these patterns, tracing gentle currents that bridge scales, moments, and experiences in soft, meditative continuity. Even the smallest vibrations, molecular oscillations, heartbeats, brainwaves, ripple outward, subtly influencing surroundings. You drift along these gentle currents, sensing the unity of microcosm and macrocosm, body and cosmos, consciousness and universe. Life is a river, flowing softly, patiently, and continuously, carrying aware. Imagine floating in the heart of existence, where everything, stars, particles, galaxies, and life itself, moves in a gentle, unending rhythm. The universe sways, stretches, and curves, each motion perfectly aligned with the next, like dancers performing a meditative ballet across space and time. You feel yourself drifting within this dance, a quiet participant in its soft, eternal motion. Even the smallest motions matter. Electrons orbit nuclei, photons travel across the void, and particles flicker in quantum fields. Each movement contributes to the pattern, a subtle thread in the vast tapestry of the cosmos. You sense the elegance of this interconnected dance, the way the microcosm and the macrocosm align, gently guiding moments and shaping reality with soft precision. Consider planets orbiting stars. Each revolution is a rhythm, a gentle cycle of movement that carries energy, light, and gravity in a meditative loop. You float alongside these orbits, feeling the soft continuity, the pulse of celestial time, and the delicate harmony that guides everything from the smallest moon to the most massive star. Each orbit is part of the eternal choreography, a note in the universe's quiet symphony. Even galaxies participate in this dance. Spirals spin gracefully, clusters sway gently under gravity's influence, and cosmic filaments stretch across vast expanses. You sense the rhythm in their motion, the meditative flow connecting stars, nebulae, and black holes. Time itself folds along these pathways, moments intertwining and stretching, creating a harmonious movement that is both immense and intimately connected to your awareness. Now, imagine drifting through a stellar nursery where clouds of gas and dust collapse to form new stars. The energy flows, matter rotates, and the universe renews itself in quiet cycles. You feel the rhythm of creation, the soft pulse of transformation, and the gentle continuity that sustains the eternal dance. Each birth and death of a star is a step in the cosmic ballet, a reminder that change is both gentle and inevitable. Even black holes participate in this flow, bending spacetime, curving light, and shaping the paths of nearby matter. You float safely near their edges, sensing the subtle elongation of moments, the soft stretch of time, and the gentle influence these giants exert on the surrounding tapestry. Their motion is part of the universal rhythm, a quiet force guiding the dance without urgency, without disruption, only presence. Imagine the soft pulse of energy flowing through the cosmos. Gravity, electromagnetism, and quantum fields weave together, connecting every corner of existence. You sense the meditative quality of this interaction, the quiet alignment of forces guiding matter, energy, and awareness alike. Each ripple, each vibration, each movement is part of the eternal choreography, a thread linking the infinite scales of space and time. Even life participates in the dance. Cells pulse, hearts beat, neurons fire, and organisms move in cycles of growth and rest. You drift alongside these rhythms, sensing their connection to the cosmic pulse. Awareness flows in harmony with these movements, folding inward to reflect and outward to participate, creating a bridge between individual experience and universal motion. Life is a soft, continuous rhythm, echoing the greater dance of the cosmos. Now, imagine consciousness as a partner in this ballet. Your thoughts, perceptions, and awareness flow with the universal rhythm, moving gently through space and time. Each reflection, each moment of presence, aligns with the soft currents of existence. You feel the intimacy of participation, aware that consciousness is not separate from the universe, but part of the eternal motion that guides and shapes reality. Even in stillness, the dance continues. The universe breathes in subtle oscillations, particles flicker, light travels, and matter responds. You sense the quiet persistence of this rhythm, the gentle unfolding of energy and time. Moments fold upon moments, threads interweave, and the eternal dance moves forward, endlessly patient, infinitely expansive, and profoundly harmonious. Consider the rhythm of the seasons and planetary cycles. Earth rotates, the moon orbits, and sunlight shifts across the landscape. You notice the soft pulses of life and energy responding to these cosmic motions, the gentle synchronization that links body, mind, and environment. Awareness drifts through these cycles, sensing their continuity, their meditative flow, and the quiet beauty of participation in the universal rhythm. Imagine drifting alongside gravitational waves, ripples moving through spacetime from distant cosmic events. You sense the gentle undulations, the quiet vibrations that echo across the universe, linking distant stars, galaxies, and clusters in subtle motion. Each wave is a whisper, a note in the soft symphony of the eternal dance, carrying energy, momentum, and information across unfathomable distances. Even light itself contributes to the choreography. Photons move across space in straight lines and curved paths, reflecting, refracting, and bending around matter. You float alongside these streams, sensing the elegance of their motion. The meditative flow of energy connecting one corner of the universe to another. Light is a bridge between times, spaces, and scales, a soft river guiding awareness and perception. Now consider the cycles of creation and destruction. Stars ignite and fade, galaxies merge, and matter transforms. You notice that these cycles are not chaotic but gentle, ordered, and harmonious. Each event folds into the next. Every transformation contributes to the rhythm, and the eternal dance continues, patient, subtle, and deeply meditative. Even the voids between galaxies hum softly. Invisible dark matter, subtle fields, and latent energy contribute to the motion, shaping the paths of matter and the flow of time. You sense the quiet presence of this hidden structure, its gentle guidance extending across space and influencing the cosmic ballet in ways both subtle and profound. Imagine now that the eternal dance is layered across scales. Quantum fluctuations ripple into stars, galaxies flow into cosmic webs, and consciousness weaves through all levels. You feel the meditative harmony, the soft alignment of scales, and the gentle resonance that binds existence together. Time, space, matter, energy, and awareness all move as one, in a rhythm both infinite and intimately accessible. Even as you float through this soft current, you notice the universality of rhythm. Every heartbeat, every breath, every flicker of light mirrors the larger cosmic pulse. You feel a quiet intimacy with the universe, sensing that your awareness is not separate, but an echo of the same meditative dance, a reflection of the eternal motion that guides all existence. Now, imagine drifting along with the universe itself, sensing the gentle flow of creation, energy, and time. You feel the interconnectedness of everything: particles, stars, life. The eternal dance is soft, patient, and infinitely profound, inviting you to rest within its rhythm, aware of your place and connection in this cosmic flow. Even as the universe continues its subtle, infinite motion, you feel a sense of completion and continuity. Every motion, every pulse, every whisper contributes to a whole, an ongoing ballet of existence. Awareness drifts gently, sensing, reflecting, and participating, aligned with the soft rhythm of the eternal dance, a timeless river of energy, matter, and consciousness.